Well, this is humiliating. Meghan Markle and Prince Harry have been snubbed from yet another major awards show. What the deuce is going on? Well, let me put it this way to you. They are definitely not UK approved. So make sure you subscribe to this channel and stay tuned for more details on this Daily Nerd starting right now. Hey up everyone, it's me, Stef the Alternate, your nerdy alternative, and welcome to another dose of the Daily Nerd, where I break down the royal news and gossip of the day that's pretty much caught me eye. And oh my goodness, let's jump into this, shall we? Because yes, reports are coming out first and foremost that Prince Harry has been snubbed from the awards shortlist for the National Television Awards, otherwise known as the NTAs, for the TV interview category. So what are the NTAs? What are the National Television Awards for all my American alternerds out there? So it's television's biggest night of the year. You might as well liken this to, let's say, the Emmys. Something along those lines. It's that big for us in the UK, right? Now, we'll get onto in a moment where Megsy fits into all of this, but specifically for Prince Harry to begin with, his 95-minute interview with Tom Bradby had failed to be nominated at the National Television Awards. The televised interview called Harry the Interview that was broadcast in the UK had been initially longlisted to win a spot for the TV interview category, but failed to make it onto the shortlist that was decided by the viewers. So literally, like the UK public decided who was going to be on the shortlist, who was going to be in the proper running for an NTA award. And we took one look at Hazard and be like, nah, you're not UK approved. Bye-bye, mate. We're done with you, right? So he gets snubbed, right? Now, this interview, if anyone remembers, was broadcast in the UK. It was broadcast a couple of days before Prince Harry's book Spare, otherwise known as Where, was released. If I remember rightly, it was like the week before or something along those lines. Now, 4.1 million people in the UK tuned in to watch the interview between Hazard and Tom Bradby, but of course, it didn't beat the big O, did it? Oprah Winfrey, she got over 12 million viewers for her interview with Hazard and Megsy. Now, this is where both Hazard and Megsy come into this story, because in addition to Prince Harry's individual snub for his TV interview with Tom Bradby, the Netflix mockumentary, as I like to call it, Harry and Meghan, also failed to be nominated for an NTA. That didn't even make the shortlist, as well as the UK population be like, yeah, nah, you're not going to be in the running for the NTAs either. We're done. Bye, Felicia, right? But guess who did actually make the shortlist? It's very, very interesting, guys. If we look at the TV interview shortlist, who made it? Well, we've got Louis Theroux interviews. Great, great, great. We've got the Chris and Rosie Ramsey show, the Graham Norton show. Oh, I missed one. Piers Morgan. Piers Morgan uncensored. Piers Morgan was voted by the British public more than Hazard and Megsy to be nominated for an NTA, and specifically voted more for Hazard in the specific category that he could have been in with that interview with Tom Bradby. I mean, you can't make this shiz up, right? And do you know what? Part of me actually thinks that the British public that took part in voting here for the shortlist for the NTAs did a little bit of trolling when they were like, yeah, Prince Hazard, you on the long list, but you ain't making the shortlist. You are not in the running for an award, mate. But you know what? We're just going to troll your backside and we're going to let Piers Morgan be in the running for it instead. Do you know what? If Piers Morgan wins an NTA in that TV interview category, I would... Believe me, I'm going to keep it 100 here. I would laugh my backside off in the sheer irony and just funniness of the whole situation. But of course, this snub comes hot off the heels of, Hazard and Megxie being snubbed for an Emmy Award. I remember before this was like completely confirmed that they weren't in the running, there were articles coming out that, oh my goodness, it's rumoured that they're going to be nominated. And if they nominated and if they won, this could then amount to more hundreds of millions of dollars in their back pocket, this, that and the other. And, you know, it seemed like in the media there was this big push for, you know, Harry and Meghan, the mockumentary series, as I like to call it, on Netflix, to be nominated for an Emmy. Big, major, badass push, right? Yeah. It didn't happen in the end. Nope. Despite the show bringing in a total of 81.6 million hours, it failed to score any Emmy nominations. Royal expert Ingrid Seward claimed at the time that Hazard and Megxie were devastated about being left out of the award show nods. But she says, but of course, the couple will not show it. She added that the viewership numbers were obviously not good enough for an Emmy nomination. However, as a little consolation prize, or as I would like to call it, a thanks for your participation nod, right? The series did win a nomination for the Hollywood Critics Awards in the Best Streaming Non-Fiction category. So, since, you know, the Emmy snub, I had reported on this channel that there were reports in the press that Hazard and Megxie were on the warpath, right? That they were determined to find who put the spanner in the works, who actually scuppered their chances for an Emmy nomination, right? Well, I wonder if, allegedly, they will put the same energy to this. Trying to find out who scuppered their chances as to them not being nominated for National Television Awards. Or maybe the NTAs are below them and they don't give a shiz. Who knows? But if they do try and go on the warpath and be like, who scuppered our chances? Cooey! We the British public! I still just find it absolutely hilarious that the British public that voted for the shortlist was like, no to Prince Harry, no to Harry and Meghan, right? The mockumentary and the TV interview. But we're like, do you know what? Piers Morgan, you Gucci. Let us shortlist you instead. I'm sorry, but you gotta find that hilarious, whichever way you slice it, guys. With that being said, if you appreciated this video and you want more, and believe me, of course there's going to be more, then make sure you subscribe to join our Alternate tribe. Like, share, comment down below your opinion, conspiracy theories and whatevers. Also as well, if you've got some very strong opinions about this, and I bet you do, then make sure you send me a super thanks. It's just below this video right here. We can have a conversation about this because it does guarantee a response from me. And until the next time, you guys, laters.